Hello everybody and welcome back! I am the Pompkin King, and in today's episode we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Planet Coaster Pure Imagination. In the previous episode we built ourselves the circus part of the Circus Node with the animal enclosures. Today we're going to be working on the Midway section. This is going to be where we have a lot of the carnival rides and games, and where I'm working on right now is the first of them. This is called the Tiny Bopper. It is one of those little kiddie coasters. I needed something to fill in some space right over near the staff buildings, close to the entrance to the horror node, so figured I'll put in a little itty bitty coaster. It's nothing special, it lasts all of 22 seconds, but it's fun, and it gives me the opportunity to practice building some coaster stations, which I'm definitely going to need in the future. So here I'm just going through and I'm just putting in all of the pieces that I needed. Having worked in Prehistoric Kingdom recently, I was missing the ability to scale things once I came back, but I got back into the swing of it without any particular difficulty, and we got the Tiny Bopper all set up. So let's take a ride on that. Tiny Bopper. Like I said, very small little ride. It's not all that exciting, but it is designed for kids. So here I'm building some food stands. I've been having a lot of fun with these. If you've ever been to a carnival on the Midway, you know the types of food stands I'm talking about here. The ones that are violently in your face plastic with crazy over-the-top colors and letters and all sorts of stuff. So there was a bunch of different designs I wanted to play around with for that. And there's really no wrong answers, because as long as it's as big and loud as possible, it's what we want for this particular build. What I'm doing with all of these food stands is they are actually a double part food stand. So they have one food stand on one side and they have another on the other. For example, here we have the Dune Delights and the Mexcellente mixed together into one stand instead of having them be separate. Same here with the Cosmic Cow and the Sweets Emporium. And we're just going around and we're adding in some details. I wish that you could alter some of the stuff that they have in the store, like if they could display cotton candy or soft pretzels or that sort of thing. But while you can change what they sell, you can't actually change what they are showing in the display. It's a bit of a shame, but oh well. So we're just going ahead, playing around with these. Like I say, big and loud for these sorts of food stands. By the way, all of these food stands are available on the Steam Workshop. I uploaded all of them after I was done. So if you're working on a carnival or something like that, feel free to use them. And here I'm building a 3-wide food stand. This one I'm going to really go nuts on in terms of all of the different decorations and stuff that we have along the outside of it. This actually has a ticket booth, a balloons, and a hat stand all mixed together in one. So it's sort of like the prizes that you exchange the tickets for at like an arcade. get those spotlights going. Let's go ahead and drop them in the world and see how they look. So we get these situated here along the Midway, and we can get these sorted out. And I'm putting in a first aid tent here as well. And this is what the Midway looks like right now. We've got all these food stands. We also have these wonderful games along the side. Link in the description for the creator of those. Did a great job. We got our food stands lighting up the night. And we got plenty of benches around and stuff. And so the Midway's really starting to come together now. You can see here, you get a better look at those amazing games. I do wish we had actual carnival games in the game, but something for the future. This is our recreation of the Wild Mouse XXL. And when I say our recreation, I actually got this from the Steam Workshop. They did a fantastic job recreating the rides, as far as I can tell. As we come through the queue here, we can take a look at this ride in action. It's got sort of a fun ride queue. Let's go ahead and jump on it. Wild Mouse XXL is supposedly one of the best Wild Mouse rides in the world. So that was Wild Mouse XXL. It was recreated from the actual ride that exists at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland. And now we're coming down the exit queue here, and we'll be heading on over. Before we get over there, I do want to give a big shout out to Moomin Little Socks, who actually made a video about how to rotate gridded pieces in any direction. I'm doing that here for the roof of this food truck, and it is a game changer when it comes to figuring out how to build things, because there's a shortage of arched roofs in this game. So here we're building the signature food truck for the Circus Node. This is going to be styled to look like a gypsy cart, and I'm just going around at this point and putting in all of the little carved wood decorations. One of the things I really love about this style of cart is all of the little intricate and ornate carved wood details that they have all over the outside of them. If you ever get a chance to see a proper gypsy cart, they are absolutely gorgeous, and the craftsmanship is very impressive. So all the little fiddly bits are just great to see. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I've got a churro stand inside there, and I have the stand facing both directions, both forward and backward, so that people can approach it from either side to get their churros. Here we're just going through and adding in a little bit of the ornate decorations that we have here. I do love that we have so many of these sort of carved wood vintage pieces. And with the addition of our chimney and some a little bit of recoloring, our gypsy cart is ready to go. Jumping back in the game, we're coming now into the camp area. I'll be doing more work on this later, but we have a lot of stands and a lot of caravans around here. Tents are set up. This is where I imagine the people who work at the circus live. This is where they would be having their camp set up for the living accommodations for the circus performers and the roustabouts and all of that. And there will be a great deal more in this area going forward. I have a few plans on how to incorporate the train tracks also, but here you get a good look at our churro stand in C2. I think it's looking pretty darn good. That's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And for more episodes of Pure Imagination, of course, subscribe for a new episode every week, and support us on Patreon if you would like. Link is in the description. But until next time, I am the Pompkin King, and I will see you later.